Hello, English 111 students. I would like to discuss the student choice essay in relation to the annotated bibliography report. So this lecture will cover information about that report. First of all, you'll need to do some researching, and to log in to ICC's databases off campus, you basically put in your username and password that you normally use when you're on campus. If you have problems logging in off campus, then please call the computer help desk at this number. I'd like to spend some time on finding a topic for your student choice, meaning you can pick any essay or any issue you'd like. But first you have to find a topic and then an issue within that topic. For example, my topic could be the Illinois River, but what's my issue? An issue is something that's arguable, that people have different viewpoints. Should we have stricter governmental policies to clean up the Illinois River? Some people would say no, some people would say yes. What do I believe? Well, my tentative thesis, and tentative means I could change my mind, but I believe stricter government policies should be enforced to clean up the Illinois River. That's my tentative thesis. What I'd like to do in the following, the remaining time, is to research and review all of the research options for the annotated bib report from the assignment sheet. So here we are at the annotated bib report, and I want to go down this list on how to find these quality sources. So the first item here is the academic search complete. But before I go to that, I want to find a topic. How do I find a topic in an issue? And there are two databases I highly recommend, number 4 and 5, the CQ Researcher and Opposing Viewpoints. So let me start with numbers 4 and 5. So here I am at ICC's homepage. I go to Around Campus Library Search. And once I do that, I scroll down to where it says both Opposing Viewpoints, let's just click on that first. I click on Opposing Viewpoints, and I can search by browsing issues. Okay, if I click on Browsing Issues, I can see hundreds of issues here and pick one of them. So for now, I'm going to pick the environment, or maybe water, or something about rivers. So that's what I would want to find. And because I don't have a lot of time with this video, I'm not going to do it right now. But that's how you would find an issue from Opposing Viewpoints. Let's say I want to go to CQ Researcher. So again, I'll go home, and I'll open up ICC, again, Around Campus Library Search. And I'm going to find CQ Researcher. Now, how do I find that here? Well, if I go to Pro-Con Statistical Information, I click on that, and I scroll down to where I see CQ Researcher under Databases. I click on that, and again, I can browse topics. You might want to browse a topic based on your major. If you're majoring in education, you want to be a teacher, plenty of issues there. Here again is the environment, and that's where I'd be interested in myself. So I would click on environment or climate, and then from here I would look for water or water pollution, and I would want to find the most recent issues. So here's plastic pollution, Arctic development, drinking water safely. Oops. I want to go to drinking water safely. And then when I go here, there's a couple things I can look at that really help with my annotated bib. For example, number 8 under advocacy websites. How do I find advocacy websites? Well, I could find them on CQ Researcher by going to Contacts. Once I find an issue, here it is, drinking water safely, I go to Contacts, and under Contacts I see a lot of .orgs. American Water Works Association.org, Cato Institute, Clean Water Action. So these would all be really good .orgs for number 8. Let me find that again. And now I've found Opposing Viewpoints and CQ Researcher. I've also found advocacy websites. So I've found numbers 4, 5, and 8. Now I want to look for number 1, Academic Search Complete. Well, once again, I'll start at ICC's homepage. Why not? So let me start here. Once again, Around Campus Library Search. And how do I find Academic Search Complete? Well, one thing I can do is see this yellow button right here. How easy is that? And here's Academic Search Complete. Now, to use it is a little interesting. Let's say I just want to search Illinois River. Okay, one thing I can do is type in Illinois River and then just do alt text. And once I do that, I can search Illinois River, but I can limit my search if I look at that left-hand margin. And let's say I only want magazines, so I click on magazines. And now I have 1,234 searches, which is still way too many. So I can take this publication date and move it to the last, let's say 5 or 6, 7 years. And then it limits it now to only 600 articles from 1,200 articles, magazines only. And let me just do the last, last 5 years. How about that? So these are the most recent articles about the Illinois River, 176, only magazines, and then I can search that way. Okay, so we've done number 1, ICC's library. I think that's self-explanatory. Your local library, you can just Google it. How about SIRS Researcher? Okay, let's find SIRS Researcher. Again, I'll go to ICC's homepage. That's a good place to start. Around Campus Library Search. And then I scroll down to where it says Database List Alphabetically. If I click on that, then I go to the letter S for SIRS Researcher. And once I click on SIRS Researcher, I can find it right there. SIRS Researcher on ProQuest. When I click on that, I can find issues, I can find articles, I can find a ton of stuff right here. Again, I can limit my search and do what I need to do. Okay, so I've done numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I find newspapers number 7? And then that'll complete all 8. Now remember, for the annotated bib, you just want to find 5 superb sources. They each have to be a minimum of 3 pages long, but no more than 15 pages in length. Once you find those articles and read those articles, if I scroll down on the assignment sheet, I will see an example of how to complete your annotated bib report. So here's a sample where I put the MLA information followed by a 1-paragraph summary of the article. I would do that 5 times, put it in one file, and then submit that report for 25 points. Okay, lastly, how do I find Access World News number 7? Okay, once again, I'll start at ICC's homepage, and I'll go to Around Campus Library Search. Okay, once I do that, I want to go to alphabetically. I click on this, or I can go to newspapers and magazines. I prefer alphabetically, letter A for Access World News. And if I scroll down, it says Access World News Newsbank. And here's where it really comes in handy. If I scroll down, look at the blue tabs on the right side. There's the Peoria Journal-Star, there's the Chicago Sun-Times. There's also America's News magazines. So you can find Chicago Sun-Times and Peoria Journal-Star there. Now, yes, I could go to PJ Star, but it's not going to give me a full database like it will on Access World News. So here's Peoria Journal-Star. Again, I'm going to type in the Illinois River and limit my search and find plenty of articles about the Illinois River from the Peoria Journal-Star. And if I could find even one article from this, that would be wonderful for my annotated bib report. So again, I would continue my search. I would come over here and try to limit my options. Notice there's 31,000 hits. That's way too many. So I would limit it by year, maybe in the last, 4 or 5 years, and go from there. Okay, so just to review, I looked at all of the different choices that you had for the annotated bib report, and I hope this quick little lesson helped you.